One important part about creating an assignment in Schoology includes adding your standards. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that. This is my course that I have for my service volunteers in the library. So I'm going to click up here where it says Add Materials. Then I'm going to click Add Assignment. And then, of course, I wait a little bit because it's loading. This is where I type the name of my assignment. If I want to put in a description, I can put a description in here. If I want to insert something from my Google assignments, I can. If I want to add a scale or a rubric, I can do that here. Okay, but this is the part I want to show you today. This is where you can align your assignments and your assessments to your standards. So if I click here, where it says Align, under Learning Objectives, and then I want to click my state standards. And of course, I live in Texas. Now, this is where I might have a choice because it depends on what you're teaching. Let's just say that I am teaching a STAR course. So here's my STAR standards. And let's click on Reading and Language Arts because that's 2022. So those are the most current. And I'm going to click on grade 7. And then I'm going to click on Reading because that's perhaps this assignment is a reading assignment. And then I'm going to go through and just find the standard I want and click on it. Now, some of these standards have little sub-standards underneath them, so I might have to click that. All right. Now, once it turns green, I've drilled down as far as I can, and it's going to select that one. So right now it's got selected 1. Now, these are my what are called breadcrumbs, my little trail. And perhaps this particular activity that I'm doing with the students involves more than one standard. So I can go back here, I can back myself up, and keep backing up. And maybe I also want to click this one. And then I want to click this one. And maybe this one too. And maybe let's just go for broke. Okay. Now I have all my standards selected. I've browsed everything. I've clicked on everything I want. When I scroll down a little bit, I see they're now aligned to my assignment down here. So I can X out of this screen. My standards are there. I click Create, and I'm done. And I have all my standards. And this way I can track mastery of those standards with my students. Let's look at an example that does not come from the world of RELA. So again, I'm back in my course. I'm going to add materials, add assignment. I'm going to call this one Practice 1, Practice 2. And then I'm going to give it a category, ungraded. And I want to align this course. So this time, I'm going to align to my state standards, Texas, essential knowledge and skills. Scroll down until I come to science. And this activity is a grade 8. This has to do with scientific investigation and reasoning. Click on that. And then it's planning and designing, collecting, because this is my PBL. So those are my standards for this part of the PBL. Add learning objectives. And that's it. And now I can track mastery of those standards for my students.